All right, Ray. So we're just going straight into this, mate. We're at your May Mania first one for Challenger Series.
Yep.
And we're into the third round. We just did the 3 rounds, mate. After watching the 3 rounds, we've got a ladies division and we've also got a men's division, both platinum. Round about CD level, yeah?
Definitely ladies. The men's was meant to be that. There is one team that's probably excelling above that level.
Yes, there is.
We'll get to that.
Yep. Mate, anything that stands out to you, any of the teams? In the ladies, what do you got?
Well, the ladies, we had just going on what I've seen at local comp and how they've been pulled together. We're probably one team who I thought would probably be the top side. The top 3 have all beaten each other. And one team who hasn't won a game has got the Challenge X points twice, so it's going to be interesting to see how that all pans out.
All right, so we've got Team Effort that's a leading at the moment after 3 rounds with 134 points. Water Crew at 117 with another bad decision also on 117. So they're even. So are they your top 3 that you had?
3, yep.
Yeah, and then 91 points for tag mode, mate.
Yep.
So if we switch over, if we go to the men's leaderboards, obviously we've got a team here called Triple S.
Yep.
And they're scorching it at the moment. They're 256 points.
I think the exact wording I got from that team manager, it's just a couple of A-graders. We're playing with our brothers and his mates. Never really played the game before, so we're just learning how to play. So CD is probably about our benchmark.
Right, so their CD range is a little bit out.
Yeah, 100%.
All right. So that's 256 points there on Milton Mango's 154, a team that you know well. 139 for Water Boys and 122 for Style Benders. So that's your leaderboards, mate. And in the individuals, mate, have you seen any individuals that stand out? So the individual leaderboards.
So if we go into the males, obviously Dylan is going to stand out. Dylan
Stensholm?
Yeah, 100%. The only thing he won't allow happen in this weekend is his brother to beat him.
Well, he's got no problem with that at the moment because I'm looking at the points here at the moment and he's well ahead. He's over 1,000 ahead.
Yeah,
so
that's definitely worked. He's got the boys to G that up so his brother does not get the ball no matter what.
Yeah. Well, he's easy in front with 2,840 points. Tyrone's next. He's 1,440. So I spoke to Tyrone after the last game and he said he's going to have a fair dig for the next 2 games. So, mate, after these first 3 rounds, we go into something that's new for 2026 for the Challenger Series. And what that is we're chasing the margin, Ray. What does that mean? So
chasing the margin for those, if you're a betting person and Sportsbet normally offer pick the margin or pick the winners. Let's say it's South versus Bulldogs. South's a favourite to make the game an even betting game. South's will be given, say, a 6.5 head start.
Correct.
Bulldogs have to win by 7 to you to win the bet as a Bulldogs supporter. So we're doing the same here. So going off the first round of results, they work out the averages. The system may turn around and say, when I play your team, even though you beat me last time by whatever the margin was, this time we're going in, I've got that head start now.
All right. So you look at the Triple S team, obviously won by quite a bit in both those in the men's division. And if we have a quick look, in their first game that they've got to play next, they're starting 53 points behind.
53 behind, which means they're probably going to have to win the game maybe 9 or 10-0, which if I'm a defending team and I'm getting scored on that many times, I'm changing my defensive mode. I'm looking at what the Challenge X is, the X Challenge, Whatever the X Challenge is, I'm working out where they need to score and I'm just defending those zones. Let them score anywhere else, but I won't let them score in the X Challenge.
So when we were talking earlier, when we had Main Freight here earlier today, we talked about the X Challenge. We said, I'll go for the X Challenge straight away.
Yep.
Then we thought it went, hang on a minute, then you're taking away 2 zones that you can't score in. My hot tip for the margins is probably defense is probably going to be a little bit better, but the attacking team, the team that needs to chase that margin, mate, they've got to get some points on the board real quick because 53 of them.
Not only picking, it's not though the points as well, it's also how learning. So if you score from your zone 3 and you can score in the middle, it's 6 points.
Yeah.
So don't just focus on your X Challenge. If you go, well, we can do that if we can do 4 of them, there's 24 points.
Yeah.
If we're going zone 2 and we score in the middle, you're getting your 2 points plus the zone 2. So there's a 5-point try. You go, okay, I reckon we can do this without the X Challenge.
Yeah.
You don't really focus on it. And then the last 5 minutes of the game, you go, okay, bang, bang, let's try and smash it out of the park. So you do have options.
So I reckon hot tip for this one for the margins would be attack from zone 3 and attack quickly.
Yep.
All right. Well, we've got Dylan. He's just turned up, so we're going to have a chat with Dylan. But before we do, we're just going to check out some footage and have a look at his stats from the 2025 Challenger Series. So welcome along. You've just played 3 games. How have you found it?
Pretty fun.
Pretty fun. All right. So 2025, mate, you played in the Jingle Bell Blast at Robina.
Yeah.
That event, you were ranked number 1 for the event,
Yeah.
but you ended up 5th overall. And you want to talk to us a bit about why you finished 5th?
So at this tournament, I didn't actually know you could win money. I thought it was just a fun comp to go and play. And I think I got to game 3 or 4, and Jago, he said to me after the game, he's like, "Why aren't you trying? You could easily win 10K." And then I was just like, "Are you serious? You're telling me this now?" And then I was like, crap. So I had 2 games to go, and I kind of just tried really hard in the last 2 games.
So your total points for that event was 2,840. You've only played 3 here, and it was 2,800. And this event, you've played 3 games only, and you're already 2,840. Your third game, though, what happened in the third game? Are you trying to tank so your team just comes down a bit? Because you only got 350 points in that third game. Yeah.
I think the stats were wrong that game.
I don't think so.
I don't know. It was hard to score. It's really hard in those box ones, like when they're in the far corner. Kind of have to play a lot differently, and we just couldn't get it for ages, and then. Yeah, low scoring game. Can't really get much points from that.
Mate, on your stats here, it says position inside link. Did you write that yourself?
Yep.
So I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'd call
Definitely
it
an outside
link. Definitely an outside link for me.
We had this conversation at Nationals last year.
But it doesn't depend on what team, a mixed or men's. It might be a bit different for either, so it might be different. All right, so Dill, mate, you've got a couple of teams. What's going on there for this year? What's happening? You got a few teams. So what does that mean? This team here put together a few different people, and is the next team at another event? Have you got different people in that one? How's it working?
Just got a lot of friends that I want to play with.
So you're trying to just get a few across the line so they can help you.
No, a lot of people asked me to play, and I was like, we can just make a team. I'll do it because I know I was just being proactive about it. I wanted to play. It's fun. You're
only allowed so many $10,000 players, which you are. Obviously, going to be a $10,000 player. Anybody else in your team? Because I saw there was somebody else on your leaderboard there. I think it was Jake. I think he's already up in about 2nd, 3rd or 4th position in this team.
I think a lot of us, probably close to half the team might get up there.
So then you can't play with them.
So do you realise next event, though, because you only had 3 marquee players in a team, so you got to kick out 3 of those players?
I was already prepared for that. I already had a plan.
Because going forward, in this platform, they want to look at introducing like the pro ball, which is like, say, the next level sort of thing.
Yeah.
Teams have got to be able to play together as a team 4 times, I think it is.
Yeah.
So if you want this team to go to the next level and play, you won't be able to because you've got to split them up now.
Can't I add new people to my team?
No, it has to be the same team 4 times.
You'd have to have a nucleus of 6 players.
What?
Of a nucleus of 6. So the 6 players.
Yeah.
So you'd have to play 3 times in one, like in
3 different events.
3 different events,
and be able to
with
keep
at least 6 and keep them together to go to Pro Series, which more money's up for offer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, mate. What is it about the Challenger Series that you like?
I like the zones. I think the zones is fun. It keeps everyone actually active in the game.
Yeah.
It makes everyone actually involved. Because if it's normal games, you can just score anywhere. So it kind of dies off a bit. You don't really expect the ball as much. But if you're on the right side and you know you need to score on the right side, you're active the entire time waiting. And everyone's chasing through because the boxes are worth more points. So it's just worth chasing and getting those extra points.
And you're obviously interested in the dollars and the prizes, which is something of the big interest for you.
Of course.
But mate, I suppose you're not playing soccer anymore. This is filling that spot for you. Especially if it's on weekends.
Yeah, definitely. And also, I don't really work at all now. I work 20 hours a week, so I don't really do anything. So I have a lot of free time now.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of just enjoying life doing that. And it's pretty fun having a comp on a Sunday when what are you really doing on a Sunday? I like to be active, so it's
perfect
for
that's
me.
Good. Yep. And skills-wise, you've obviously got a lot of skills. You've got the kicking, you've got speed, and all the rest of it. What's your biggest skill that you reckon will be the best thing for you in Challenger Series? What have you found so far has helped you the most?
Kicking, definitely.
Kicking?
Yeah. Kicking, you can get assists from kicking, you have field position from kicking, and you can score from kicking. All
right. Next Challenger event, which one's for you?
Think should be playing next week in the mixed one on Sunday.
Okay, next week on the mixed one. All right. Mate, thanks for coming in. Appreciate you coming in. What are you doing next in this? You are obviously you got to have to you got to chase the margin. So 53 points for the first one.
That is cool.
That's going to, so you're going to have to be on fire for the next 2 games.
Yeah.
So this is where learning the game and the points, because you've got to understand, okay, how do I get 53 points?
Yeah.
And remember, every time they score, so if you're playing a team that scores 2 or 3 times, you're actually probably trying to achieve 75, 80 points in the game.
Definitely very hard.
Yeah. Bit of strategy going on, which you'll learn, I'm sure, after each event. So, mate, thanks for coming in. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Good luck out there.
Go the Eels.
All right, so mate, we've got a few more events coming up very, very soon.
Yep.
The calendar's starting to pack up, so keep an eye out, everybody, for the team leaderboards, the player leaderboards over the next few weeks. They're going to change every week, so someone like Dylan will check those out, especially if he doesn't play, and if he sees somebody catching him, I'm sure that he will book himself into another one as quick as possible. Ray, we've got one coming up, May Mania again, still rolling out on the 10th of May, mate.
Yep.
Do you want to talk to me? You've got a couple of teams here. One's playing here again. Milton Mangoes, mate. It says you're the team manager for them. Mate, they're from last year, from the Challenger Series. It says we've got some stats out of that. 83% win record.
Yep.
And they've scored 33 tries. Middle to the left areas are their go-to.
Yep.
I'd say most teams would be middle to left, right to left passing.
And that's probably a hard stat to gauge right away, because you got to look at what the X-Challengers were. If the X-Challengers were heavily loaded there, of course they're going to score there.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But then you do look at any sort of football. Most people do pass right to left comfortably, so that's the strong zones in most areas.
Mate, and the team itself, mate, they are enjoying the Challenger Series?
Yeah. So pretty much it was a side that's been at the Labrador venue now for about 12 years. Players move out, players come in, but they've got a nucleus of about 6 or 7 guys. So this is just a different platform that they've tested out. They love it. So they're keen whenever there's one pop up, if they're available. It's just to get together for a group of guys who don't play reps.
Yeah.
That's the key thing there. They're not rep players. They're just guys who on Wednesday night like playing tag. Now this is now once a month or once every 2 months. They get together on a Sunday arvo or Saturday, whenever the event is. They can play 3 or 4 games together. And have a couple of beers afterwards.
And in the ladies, mate, so it's a men's and ladies. And what is it, mate? Is it a platinum or is it a gold?
Next week's one?
Yeah, next week's one.
No. So we're doing, today's the men's and the women's.
Yep.
So today is a platinum one, which the way I gauge platinum is sort of around your CD level in most areas.
And what's next
week?
week?
Next week we're doing 2 mixed divisions.
Yep.
So the 2 mixed divisions, so we're sort of aiming again for a CD level and mixed. And because of the Labrador region, we've got a fair few teams who definitely aren't rep players who are sort of around that, I think it's O grade level.
O grade, yeah.
So
that's a fair grade.
So it's giving them an opportunity to come down and have the atmosphere of setting up a camp, like a marquee for the day, having the stop game, start game, all that sort of atmosphere, sitting around and just having everyone at one field, one venue for the day that we all get out of rep levels. It's giving these other players who don't go to these rep tournaments but see everything on socials, giving them the opportunity to sort of test it as well and taste it.
And the good thing is that these guys will go on the leaderboards as well.
100%.
All right, so they're playing against people who are similar, and so their points are going to be pretty similar to what we're seeing today.
Yep.
Unless there's a standout like we've just spoken about.
And like I said, so the points, so for people who don't understand, so if we run a division of O grade level teams and there's 4 of them, and we do a CD grade, they're not competing against each other on the field, but their points against who they're competing in their own level gets compared. And that's where they can all still win the prizes.
Win the cash.
So it's good.
All right, mate. And there's another one on the 16th May in Rockhampton. Now, I asked you if you could do a bit of groundwork and find out a little bit about that one. It's called Beef City Brawl, 16th of May in Rocky. So that's going to be an awesome one for these guys. And, mate, and what have we got about that? We've got a mixed team up there called Thunder Ducks, and the team manager up there is Dean Allen.
Yeah, so Dean Allen's known for he's the second redhead from Rocky. Apart from the venue manager, he's always the other angry man on the field. He referees in our sport, so we have a high expectation of him. But when he goes out on the field, he tends to forget that he referees the game. High level passion, gives it his all. Definitely won't get through the 5 games without an injury. That's just his style and standard. But what makes him more famous is he's married to one of the twins of Rocky. There's 2 twins up there. So the banter between those families and everything, it'll be interesting to see who comes out on top.
Perfect. And he plays in our rep series as well. He's been successful enough to do that on a few occasions. Mate, in the ladies, the team they've got there is the Bin Chickens. Good name.
Couldn't find out about them, but I did find about Dean's wife, Brett. She's running one of the teams.
Oh, okay,
and once I spoke to her, that she realised she's the team manager, so any money this team wins, she can keep it. She doesn't have to disperse it to any of them. She doesn't want to. So as a team, she's the manager. She controls it. She does have her sister in there. So between her and her sister playing, she's already actually said her sister will get higher rankings and probably become a marquee player while she stays mid-range about the $6,000 mark.
Yep.
And Dean's probably going to be in $6,000 mark as well. So when it comes to those families bantering, it'll be interesting to see who thinks they're better than what they really are.
They're pretty highly competitive up there in Rocky, so I think this tournament's going to be a great one. Remember, guys, when these events become available, you need to sign on quickly. There's only 8 positions for 8 teams. So you guys need to get on as quick as possible and get yourself in there. So that's a wrap from us. We're going to go and check out these power rounds, and good luck to all the rest of the teams. We'll see you next time.